don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right and see life do what you want.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I will achieve. It got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! To last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break
What is going on, Hendrix family? Welcome back to another episode of the Hendrix HookUp. It's your boy Part-Time Fisher, and I am so happy that all of you guys and gals and everybody, we're back. We're having a good time. I'm sorry it's been a while since we've been live. Life got busy and hectic, but man, today's episode is going to be very, very fun. We are talking about Hendrix Cares, breast cancer awareness, and you guys are going to meet the newest member of the Hendrix family, a brand new pro staffer. So I am super excited. If you can't tell, I missed you guys dearly. Whew, I'm sitting here nice and warm inside my garage. I don't know anybody else in the country, but we have had our first freeze. It's cold. I think we're going to be ice fishing sooner than we thought, but I'm going to try open water as long as I can. Got my Hendrix Elite hoodie on to keep me nice and warm. So get yourself one of those at hendrixfishing.com, as well as pick some baits up while you're at it, because we're going to talk about some amazing stuff going on this month for October. We're going to get into some of the box. I'm sorry, I'm a little salty still. I am missing my box still. It's not Tyler at Hendrix Fishing's fault. It's actually the USPS. They delivered it to the wrong house and still can't figure out how to go retrieve it. So don't worry, my unboxing video will be coming. We'll dive into those baits because your boy actually put together the OG box, and I believe it's absolutely fire for this time of year. A lot of guys that have the box have already been catching some amazing fish on the baits, so I think we did pretty well on building this month's box. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But we have a guest that you guys and gals should know from the good old days of Fish Talk podcast. He's been in boxes before. He's been on the podcast before. We have Jeremy over at Real Custom Art joining the podcast. Let me get him in here real quick. And guys, give him a big round of applause. Jeremy, the man, the myth, the legend. This guy had not one bait in the OG box, but also was the main bait in the pond hopper box this month. What is going on, my man?
Oh, not much. Just staying warm in my garage. So,
and for the, I was gonna say, for anybody that doesn't know, you and we're in the same state.
Yep. I'm just out of the city, so it's a little colder here.
Oh man, speaking about cold, you and I got out, how was that, 2 days ago? It's Wednesday. No, we got out Sunday. It's been about 3 days.
Sunday.
That cold front just started moving in. You and I felt that cold front, but we did get one. I got us on the one fish, and the cool part was actually on your bluegill lipless that you painted up. So that was even better. But
I think I even have one.
I hope you do, because towards the end there we lost a bunch of baits. I need another one. Unfortunately, the tree devoured that bait right there. But the crazy part is we were throwing everything. You threw your lipless that came in the box. We were throwing jigs. I think I just literally ripped that lipless right by that fish's mouth, and he decided to bite it.
Yeah, it was I lost one of my own lipless crankbaits, the one that was in the OG box. Luckily, I had more on hand. And then I lost another lipless that came out of a past box from another bait maker. So it was a rough day.
It was. I lost a jig. I lost an underspin. I lost a lipless. I lost a jerk bait. Thank God I've got a handful of those jerk baits. And I know I can head down the street and pick up some more from you. But guys, if you did not get yourself a Hendrix fishing box for October, I highly recommend heading over to hendrixfishing.com. He's having a killer sell right now, trying to clean out the shop, get everything ready. He's going to be rebuilding proper stock over the off season here. But you can actually pick up the baits that Jeremy painted off the site. Now, if he's out, you can also go ahead and message Real Custom Art here on Instagram, on Facebook. I guess you could hit him up on YouTube. I keep telling him he's got to get more YouTube content out. But he could definitely get you guys some of these baits painted up. If you're looking for something special, he's been having fun with the spooky season. It is October. He did a nice, cool little blood splatter smoke, so go check that out on Instagram. I won't have him show it here because you guys need to go over there and like and follow his page as well. He does amazing work. From the time I first met him till now, his baits are just getting crisper and cleaner. Oh, he's showing you anyways. Crisper and cleaner, more fun, and I'm excited to see where it's going to go. But you guys can pick up some of the baits that you may have missed out on that site. You've got another local guy to us, Hooks Fishing. He did an amazing soft jerk bait in kind of like a reddish orange side, great craw pattern. You had a salmon, coho salmon pattern from another great hard bait painter, Stillman Lures. That came out clean. God, what else did you have? You had you had a chatter bait in there. You had stick baits from P&W Baits. Those were sexy. You had that purplish green. I mean, the box. Oh, don't let me forget spinner bait from my favorite bait company, Stretching Line Lures. So, I mean, the box was absolutely packed. Hopefully you guys got one. But, Jeremy, enough about the box. I mean, everybody knows the boxes are amazing. The baits are amazing. They know where to find them. I figured not only is October spooky month, but October is breast cancer awareness month. And the Hendrix family got together. Jeremy didn't know about this. We got together and we turned the Hendrix fishing site pink. And not only did we turn the site pink, we turned it pink for a special lady in mind. Jeremy's mom, unfortunately, was diagnosed with breast cancer. She's going through her fight. And we figured not only should we raise money for breast cancer, but hey, we know someone, let's raise money for her. So if anybody listening wants, you can go over to the Hendrix Fishing site. If you order anything on the site through October 31st, $2 of your order gets donated. As well as if you just like making a donation, there's a donation link as well. And we have t-shirts, which I was going to wear one if it wasn't absolutely freezing, but I do have photos up on my Instagram of them. We have 2 different kinds of t-shirts and a hat that 100% of the profits do go towards the charity as well. So please head over to the site, get yourself a shirt, get yourself a hat, pick up some baits, make a donation. You'll feel good about yourself. Make sure you tag us in it because we'd like to share that, for anybody that got some stuff, share you guys out as a thank you. But I figured we'd bring Jeremy on and have him kind of share how mom's doing, share a little bit of mom's story. Kind of let us know what mom's, I'm guessing mom knows now. So maybe kind of let us know what mom's reaction was to finding out that the Hendrix family was coming together for her. So, and I guess, how have you been doing through all this, buddy? I mean, I don't know how I'd feel with, my mom going through something like that.
Just got to take it day by day. It was a shock at first. My dad had kidney cancer, so he didn't have to go through all the treatments like she did. So it's a lot different. She's a trooper right now. She's doing pretty good, starting to feel the effects of the chemo. She's done with her bi-weekly chemo treatment, so she'll be going weekly now. So we'll see how that goes. It's just tough, for her. And, they would never be the ones that ask for any help. But, she's still working full time through it all, trying to, cover the bills and stuff. And it's tough, for her. And I couldn't imagine myself going through it and still having to work and pull it together for everybody,
So I guess, like you said, you guys, that's why we wanted to do it. You guys aren't the family that comes out asking for money all the time, this, that, the other thing, I guess, what was your reaction? Because I'm guessing you saw it first and then showed your mom. What was your reaction when you found out the Hendrix family, what we were doing for you?
Well, I don't remember what I was doing. I went to get on the Hendrix site because, I always window shop and the addiction of buying tackle. And I seen a post. I'm like, oh, fishing for a cure. I know we kind of discussed doing something, with the boxes, a pink theme or something, and got into the baits and never made anything pink in time. But I'm like, okay, fishing for a cure. That's pretty cool. And then I'm like, wait, that's shit. That says that, $2 going to for each order is going to my mom. I'm like, wait a minute. So it was a shock. And of course, Tyler's like, well, I hope you're not mad. I'm like, no, I'm not mad. It just wasn't expected. And, the Hendrix family is for real, everybody, it's not the first time we've helped out pro staff members going through some stuff, or that that's what the group's about. And if you're in it for the wrong reasons, then I I like our guys that's in it are true. They respect, they support, and I'd like to see that keep growing. And if you're not about that, I guess it's not for you.
Well, the crazy part is, so I get a little behind the scenes look. I've been watching all the donations, shirt purchases. It's fun actually seeing the fishing community, not just the Hendrix family. I've seen people that never placed an order with Hendrix Fishing before get a shirt, make a donation. So it's awesome to see that the fishing community cares for one another, especially when it goes towards a great cause. We actually got Provo here in chat. He picked up a shirt. He said the shirt designs are great. So I highly recommend go check them out. The one I did, a very simple one, just says Hendrix Fishing with the little breast cancer ribbon. And then we had fun with one. It's kind of like a little two guys fishing on a boat, Hendrix Fishing on the boat itself in pink, ribbon in the background. And it says #cancer sucks because, well, it does. Let's not lie about it. But you said mom's going through some chemo now. How's she doing with that? I guess where are we standing in terms of recovery? I guess how's it looking?
It's recovery's good. She already had the surgery. It's just just keeping up on the treatments, and then she'll do radiation after the chemo, and that'll take her a little over into the new year. So this is going to be huge.
Gotcha.
So.
And that's where it really kind of sucks in, is like, most people I hear get through the surgery, no big deal. It's the chemo and radiation that really wears on the body a bit.
Yep. And then, just the hair loss stuff, something she never thought she would have to worry about, and
I saw a photo though. She's looking good. She's rocking the buzz cut.
Oh yeah, she's got a couple wigs, she found a new love for hats. She never thought she would ever like hats.
So you're saying we gotta get her a Hendrix hat then?
Yeah, we may have to, yes.
I might have to place another order and get a little Hendrix Cares hat ordered up from Mama Hendrix, or Mama Real Custom Art there.
And it's kind of cool because there was a YouTuber I hooked up with last year. I sent him some pink lures, because his mom went through breast cancer. I think he said she's a 5-year survivor. Mr. Jackson Be Fishing. And then I got on the other day and I saw some video or clips on Instagram that he's been catching fish on those lures again. And every fish he catches, he donates himself to the cancer research. So that's really cool. So please go check him out, support him and his cause, and let's grow the community. So
I love it. Well, we're gonna keep talking about this, but I've got the brand new pro staffer that everybody has been curious about. Everybody keeps asking me, who's the new pro staffer? Who's the new pro staffer? I actually got him knocking on the garage door here. I actually had him over at the house. So give me a sec here, and we'll get the brand new pro staffer on camera for you guys and gals. Let me move the microphone here a little bit without making a mess. All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the newest Hendrix family pro staffer. This here is Mason, baby part-time. He's sleeping. I got to teach him better. We don't sleep on podcasts, buddy. New guys. It's hard to find a good new guy. But this is where I've been the last couple of weeks, for everybody wondering, man, where's the content been? Where's the fishing been? Where's the podcast been? Now this is what I've been up to. And then Jeremy, you actually had a grandson born a couple days after, didn't you?
Yep, number 6.
So boom. These two, him and your grandson, I think they're going to kick our butt here in the future. They're going to be the next fishing tournament duo.
Yeah, if you keep them awake long enough.
I know. These new guys, man, they just sleep, eat. I mean, don't pay rent. God, we got to work on these things. But I figured show everybody what I've been up to, taking care of this little man. He's got strong grip, big hands. We'll get him into a fishing here soon. We just got to get him to stand first. I can work on the rest once he stands on his own. But I'm going to let him get back inside, though, because this garage is freezing, and I don't want him to get cold. And You still don't want to say anything? You're just gonna no, we're just gonna keep sleeping. Okay, well, we'll let you go back with mom then. Oh,
I think he's faking it. I seen him.
Oh.
I seen one of his
you
eyes
faking
open.
it? Oh, you're making noises. Did you want to say something? Camera shy? All right, we'll work on it. All right. Woo. But yeah, that's where I've been. It's pretty crazy. Man, October, it's been a crazy month. You got a grandkid, I got a kid. Mom's battling, but the Hendrix family's backing her. I mean, what more do you want? And you got great fall fishing going on.
Yeah, I hope it's great. I'm off the rest of the week, and it's supposed to warm up pretty good. So
Yeah, we were talking before we went live, and I was like, "Hey, let's go fishing tomorrow." And he's like, "It's gonna be freezing." I'm like, "Oh, hold on, let me check the weather." It's that time of year where midday is actually gonna be the best time to go fish, because it's gonna be cold morning and nights.
I think we had a record low last night, and we're facing one again tonight. 19 degrees.
Oh man. But speaking of Tyler earlier over at Hendrix Fishing, he is sick, has no voice, but he is actually in the chat. So if anybody watching live wants to say hi, go ahead and say howdy. But Tyler, we were just letting everybody know about the Hendrix Cares, Fishing for a Cure going on right now, and then we introduced the new prostaff member, Baby Part Time. But man, it's crazy. I never thought I'd be at this point in my life. But
Yeah, next you know, you'll have a couple more.
well, let's not do that just yet. But oh man. So I know we got the shirts going on. I know we've got the donations going on. I know we've got the order stuff going on as well. I know you and I were talking a little bit. Were you still thinking of auctioning off some of your own baits to go towards the cause as well?
Yeah, I've been working on some pink baits, just for the cause. I haven't decided if I want to do an auction or just kind of figure out a giveaway. I don't know. Maybe I'll do both. But
So
yeah,
anybody listening and watching, make sure you follow Real Custom Art on Instagram. Follow Hendrix Fishing. Follow myself. We will definitely cross post, but Jeremy will either be doing a giveaway or do an auction of some baits where the proceeds will go towards the cause as well. And who knows, I might even throw a few little extras in that giveaway or that auction as well. I've been talking with Tyler. Once he actually starts feeling better as well, we might do an auction off on a Hendrix box, where the proceeds definitely go back to it as well. But Provo said auctions are dangerous to my bank account. That's fine. I hope maybe someone will outbid you and then you don't have to worry.
did a twist on the blood splatter. Which way am I going?
Pink splatter. There we go.
Yeah. Just kind of having fun with it.
Well, and then the other thing we talked about, which will happen, I just got to get you the reel this week here, is I broke down a Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier 2 bait caster. It is a left-hand reel, but we're going to have Jeremy paint that up. He's been playing around painting reels, and I'm going to get it all put back together, make sure it works properly, everything like that. And we will actually auction that off as well, where the winner gets that. I'll throw in some extras because that's just what I do. But the proceeds from that reel will definitely go over to the Hendrix Cares as well. So it's exciting. Like I said, it'll be good.
You want some pink baits? Hendrix got some.
There you go. I mean, Hendrix is already on top of it. He's got pink predators, pink whipping swimmers, pink sticks. Definitely get over there. Get yourself some baits. Because like I said, $2 every order goes. 100% profits of the shirts, 100% profits of the hats go. But I'm excited what we could do for you. It's fun watching those orders come through. It makes me smile every time knowing that, oh, someone got a shirt. Oh, someone got a hat. Oh, someone placed an order. That's $2. You know, it's fun knowing that we can help somebody, and especially knowing the person we're helping. Because, you know, we could have just donated to the big cancer awareness fund, and yes, it would have been good. It would have been, you know, we would have been doing our part, but it's definitely more fun and definitely more exciting when you know the person you're helping and knowing it's going to help them. You can see what it's going for. You're not just throwing it in the pool and hope for the best.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't thank everybody enough for this, and yeah, it definitely caught me off guard, and it's great.
I know it leaves you a little bit speechless. It's weird to talk about, but oh man. Well, all I know is we're excited to go fishing finally. Now that life's settling down a little bit, the weather's getting colder. We've already been kind of talking about our excitement for ice fishing. The other thing is, a lot of people that watch the YouTube videos know you and I just got done with your very first year tournament fishing.
Yep.
And now I say tournament fishing, it's not no big league tournament. I mean, it is definitely a Wednesday night good old boys tournament, but it is, for us, it's a big deal. You know, you're talking 20 boats on a small lake. It's
Small time.
it's interesting. It's one of those, you better have one or two spots locked in, because if you start searching around, that spot's already been fished 20 times and good luck. But I guess what was your reaction to this season? I mean, what were your thoughts on it? I mean, going in, what did you think? How did you think we finished? I mean, I know my feelings. I've told everybody how I felt about this season.
Going in, I was nervous as hell, learning how to back up a truck and boat, or, you know, boat with all the pressure of everybody there that's done it a million times. And it went okay. No major accidents. So
Nah, I think you did all right. Like I said, from where you started to where you ended the year, I mean, hey, you got us in the water. You didn't crash anything. And hey, if you had to take your time on it, great, take your time. But I mean, you didn't really hold anybody up. There were other guys that did that.
yeah, there was everybody was really cool. Met a lot of local guys. Then my fault for getting in the last minute and letting them know that I actually paint baits. So that night kind of blew up for me, and
A little bit of nerves, huh?
you know,
Had to give gut check yourself.
yeah. So no, it was good to get a payday a couple times, and you know, wish there was more to cover all the other costs, but you know, take what you get.
You know, I wasn't mad about it. I think it was fun because even though for your first season, we definitely meshed well together. You know, we definitely kept each other from getting too down in the dumps and made sure to keep each other going. And we fished different, but we fished similar, which is a good and bad thing. We fished different, meaning you'll start busting something out that I wouldn't throw. I'll start throwing something you won't throw. But then if something starts working, we're not dumb enough to just look at each other and go, hey, pick this up and throw it. And in a couple of those videos, it was fun because I'd be like, hey, Jeremy, throw this bait. Or you'd be like, hey, John, throw this bait. And literally the next cast, boom, a fish hits it. Or we'd look at each other. The best you looked at me, I pick up one of the dark sleepers, like, they're not going to bite that, dude. First cast.
Now, what's crazy is the one that we placed on, second and got paid. We were in a little John boat.
Yeah.
No electronics. We anchored up and just happened to find the spot, and
I think what happened there is
it shows that electronics doesn't get you everything. They'll be an advantage, but you still got to have some knowledge and know-how and what to throw and the feel and
well exactly. We got back to basics. We looked at the lake, said, okay, we fished here plenty of times. We know where the fish are going to be. The lake's been, it got hot this summer. It got real hot, no rain. And some of the weeds got crazy. So we're like, okay, we're not going that direct. Let's not go to that side of the lake. So we hit a spot and we knew, okay, if we find a fish, we need to stay with the spot. Sure enough, we found a couple fish and it was hard. We kept looking at each other like, do we move? Do we move? Do we move? And every time we think we'd move, it's like we'd catch a fish. So it's like, nope, We need to stay and work the spot. The fish are here. Until we don't get a bite, period, we need to work it. And, you know, we knew the lake decent enough. I still don't know that lake 100%. That's where electronics can help a bit. But we figured out where the drop-off was. We picked up on a pattern on at least where the fish were hanging. We couldn't pick up a pattern on the bait. They would hit, you know, we'd catch one or two on a bait, and then we'd have to switch baits. It was absolutely insane.
That's crazy. You know, like this year, I gotta say, I pretty much mastered the drop shot. Went from barely throwing it, never using it, to that was all that got me through the whole summer pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, this year we definitely did a good job of trying new techniques. We both got really good at drop shotting. I wouldn't say really mastered it, but definitely, because you never want to say you mastered a bait because giggity, because you can always learn something new. But I feel we definitely got more comfortable with drop shotting to where it's now a rig that I will carry, especially springtime, summertime, knowing, okay, I feel comfortable grabbing this and, you know, going, hey, it's in my arsenal. I'm going to throw it. It's not going to be one of those like, ooh, do I throw it? Do I not? What do I throw it? Man, we were throwing big baits on drop shots.
Well, now it's a running joke in the Hendrix group is they're like, oh, this bait, Jeremy, are you going to drop shot it? And, you know, I'm out, you know.
You know, we got a lot of crap, but man, we were catching some decent fish by taking a bait that guys weren't drop shotting and drop shotting it. It was just more of, it was working for our area because the way the water and the temperature and everything was setting up, we could just drop it in front of those fish and let it work. But, I mean, this year was probably the most I ever threw a spinner bait. I'll admit, I threw them, but I didn't really have a lot of confidence in spinner baits. I finally have a really good confidence in spinner baits. The one bait a lot of people give me a hard time for because I feel like everybody and their mom throws is a chatterbait. I threw one. I never really had confidence in it. This year I started to actually build confidence in throwing a chatterbait. So I think we did a really good job on when we weren't tournament fishing. We were pushing each other when we went just fun fishing to use different baits, use different colors, try different techniques. And I think that's what kind of helped us this season in catching some fish. I mean, you and I never really threw jigs around, and we caught some jig fish. Never threw drop shot, caught some drop shot fish.
I got into the jigs last year, towards the end of last year, and it worked out pretty good. Same with like Texas rigged creature baits, you know, that's something I typically didn't. It was always worms or something, you know. And
well, in this year, top water, you and I learned a lot.
Yeah, when the water's 50, 60 degrees, whopper plopper just smashes them.
But even in the summer though, like in a tournament, I thought I would never pull out a frog because I just didn't have the confidence in throwing a frog. And we got our first frog fish during a tournament. It was not big, but it counted.
Yeah, I still haven't caught a fish on a frog.
That is true. You have not, but you've caught them on the other stuff. But it's just, you and I would never have thrown topwater as a comfort bait. Now it's like, hey, I'm going to throw this topwater. You know?
Jammies, walking baits, you know, now whopper plopper. That's about it for topwater for me.
Now we'll both agree, though, if all else fails, grab a MEPS. If a MEPS can't get it done, it just ain't meant to be done.
Yeah. And this year I haven't had as much success on crankbaits as I typically do, but I also have been throwing jerk baits more than what I got real good at it up in, you know, fishing for smallmouth and just got the feel of it. And I found that I throw them better on a spinning rod than a bait caster. I don't know. It's just preference, but I think I just have better, you know, technique with it. Yeah, just learning a lot, you know, and that's what has been good with Hendrix. You get all these custom baits and you want to promote the person making it because they're a small business. So you're going to fish that thing. If I would have had a monster bass box and like, oh, here's another lunker hunt bait. Yay. throw it in the box, I'll probably never fish it. But I feel obligated to fish a bait that comes from a Hendrix box because it is a small time person that, you know, you want to give them a shout out because as a bait painter, I admire what other people do. I support what other people do. I got a collection up there, and
The funny part,
and I hope some of the bait makers, just because I paint a hard bait, that another hard bait, is not going to look at it as a jealousy thing, but you just got to keep pushing and keep changing. I'm always trying new techniques to paint with, because you just got to stay ahead of the game, but you also just want to push everybody to be better.
That's the thing I love about the box too is also as someone that likes to throw stuff on Instagram, it doesn't matter how big the fish is. For example, the fish I caught with you the other day, you still posted it, had a blast because I caught a fish with your bait. You're more willing to repost that than if I catch a little 8-inch bass on a bait that came in a monster bass or a mystery tackle box. They're not going to repost it.
Well, just in the Hendrix group today, a fish was caught with the crankbait out of the pond hopper box. It was a bluegill.
It was a good sized bluegill, though.
It was. I'm still gonna say it,
That's the thing is, if you're someone trying to get, throw some stuff out, get reposted, man, fish a small business's bait, go catch fish. And trust me, they will re-spread the love for the fact that you went and fished with their bait.
And it's pretty cool because everybody's starting to get their boxes. Some are still getting it, but everybody's kind of got it starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They started receiving them. In those 3 days, I already got 10 photos to post right now of fish caught on the lures. That's awesome. Not just my lures, but 10 fish caught on my lures, but they've caught several other fish with, which, those photos will get out eventually too. But and watching videos, I love all the support. It's awesome.
Oh, I love it. It's fun. I'm excited. I hope my mailman loves the box too. You greedy person that stole my box. I hope you're catching fish if you're listening to this.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad, John.
That's where it went. He delivered it to you. I knew it. But, and for anybody watching and listening, hey, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. We are 13 subscribers away. So spread the love if you are already. I have a giant box. I'm looking at it now. I think it is probably close to 16 to 18 inches long. You're about 12 to 14 inches wide, and you're about another 16 inches tall, filled with custom bait makers baits from past Hendrix boxes, from baits I've just collected from bait makers. So when I say packed, I mean you could take this box, and as long as you got a rod, reel, and some line, there's anything you need in there. There's hooks in there. There's weights. There's soft plastics. There's hard baits. There's jigs. You name it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your wife to leave the garage unlocked when you're at work tomorrow.
Guys, if it goes missing, I'm so sorry. But also, if he only steals baits, what a slacker, because I'm staring at like a wall of 6 Corrado DCs that he could take instead.
Oh, I didn't say I would just stop at the base. I got one of those boxes too, by the way.
Well, I guess if you're gonna take the bait and you're gonna take reels, I guess make sure you take the reel to paint. But oh man, no, it's
grab it tonight. I gotta go by your house anyway, or to your house.
Oh,
so
do you?
We could chat after.
Well, there we go. See, it's already working out, guys. And he's not even telling me what he's gonna paint it. I told him to have fun with it, make it cool. I'm excited. Someone's gonna get a really cool painted reel. I mean, like I said, I've got this thing cleaned up, disassembled properly. It's gonna be greased. It's gonna work just fine. So whether you want to fish with it or you just want to hold it up because it's a piece of art, hey, I get it.
It's going to take me longer to decide a pattern than paint it. I'm sure.
Yeah, with you, that's usually the crazy part. Or you're gonna get to that one part of clear, and you're just gonna be like, nope, that bubbled wrong, and you're just gonna be Mr. Perfectionist on it. But
So this was the one I did
well,
recently.
yeah, I was gonna say, show them one that you did recently. That's kind of like a chameleon style, bluish purple, gold, everything kind of going. It reminds me of a little bit of the Abu Garcia, the Iconelli.
Yep. And then in the black trim is actually got a holographic powder
Which
to it.
does show up really nice in person. I have seen it in person. It's a little hard on camera.
And you can't capture it. Even the reel itself has a chameleon flake in it, so if you get out in the sun, you'll see the flake more than just the paint coating. So
now, so does Mom fish though? I know
she does not.
She does not. I was gonna say we gotta get Mom out fishing. But it's cold.
She had a terrible, embarrassing moment in fishing. I won't share on here because it's that bad. But yeah, she absolutely will not fish.
Okay.
maybe I could talk her into it. I don't know. But
well, once the month's over, I'll have to get with you. We'll figure out a day that maybe I can meet up with you and Mom, and I'll just make up one of those big fake checks and present it to her. Obviously, she'll actually get the money. Don't worry, guys. But we'll just get one of those big fake checks and fill it in so it looks cool and fun, and we'll get some photos and do a little video for everybody. But I'm excited. I hope more people get some shirts. I hope more people make donation. Obviously, I know there's other folks out there that are suffering through breast cancer and stuff. So, hey, by all means, I get it. If you're taking care of someone else, take care of someone else. But if you feel like you can donate a little, or if you feel like you can get a shirt, whatever you do to help, order a couple packs of baits. Everything is very helpful, and it'll definitely be going to a great cause.
Or if you make a good donation to charity, that supports it. You don't even have to go to my mom. Just anything. Send me a receipt of that. I might hook you up with a bait. Or,
well, there you go. I think. Ooh, that's what I might have to do. I'm going to make a post. But I'm going to announce it right here. Every person that gets a Hendrix Fishing or Hendrix Cares shirt, whether it be the standard one or the fishing boat one, I will put their name in a drawing. End of the month. We're going to spin it. And whoever's name it lands on is going to get hooked up fat with Hendrix gear. And when I mean fat, I mean you're going to be getting an OG box, a pond hopper, a splash pack, as well as a handful of my favorite predators in a few colors. And I may weasel Real Custom Art here to toss in a bait or two. If not, I got plenty on my wall from him. So I'm announcing it right now. If you get a shirt, you're going to have a chance at winning some baits for your donation. What do you think about that?
very generous. Appreciate it.
But I keep looking outside. It's calm. It's crisp. The air's getting cooler. Is it weird that I'm actually excited for ice fishing this year?
Yes and no. I want to go out open water fish still. I know that fall bite's still got to happen for a little longer. So.
Oh no, I'm with you. I definitely want to finish out the fall. Like I told you, I want to go chase a couple pikes still. But man, I don't know why I'm jonesing. It's probably just because we got that new tent that we scored off our Facebook Marketplace that you found. I'm just jonesing to drill that first hole. We got the new live sonar. Drop that in there. See what we see. Drop a line and see what we can get through it. I don't know why I'm jonesing. I'm excited. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I just got to acclimate first.
True.
Which it's getting pretty close because when I'm debating if I need a jacket when it's 30 out, it's coming quick.
No, I will admit I did. That's probably also what got me excited. I did get some pants, some ice fishing pants this year. So I'll be definitely be more comfortable now. I was fishing in jeans last year, and I was good until the jeans got wet. I think once you get wet, you're done. you're done. It's over. But as long as you stay warm, it was crazy. We were out there for like all day, and it wouldn't bug us. We'd pack some lunches and be good to go. I think one time Josh and I, we actually Uber eated some food to the lake. The guy looked at us like we were crazy.
Or you just cook fish right on the ice.
Oh, that's right. We did cook the bluegill. We did the catch and cook, which we've been talking. We definitely want to do some catch and cook this year, but maybe do it a little bit more, not necessarily hodgepodge right on the ice, but go out to a couple different lakes, try to get some crappie, maybe some walleye, and then come back to one of the places and fillet them up and deep fry them and kick back with some beers.
Which reminds me, I got an electric fillet knife now too.
Oh, I was thinking about getting one of those this year. What
I do have.
What did you get?
It was given to me. It's the cheaper brand, but you know,
is it works. Sharp?
It might work.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. If not, then we will run over to Shields and we will get one of the fillet knives, or run over to Cabela's, depending on where we're at. But that and we keep talking about the bait you paint. You've started diving into a couple of I know you do the bigger ones, but like jigging wraps for walleye, but you also do some of the smaller jigging wraps for ice season. And then last season, just towards the end, you actually started painting some tungsten for us. So guys, make sure you hit him up. He's a man of everything. He's painting fishing reels. He's painting, lures, hard water, open water, you name it. I know back in the day you painted bottle openers.
Blade baits.
I mean, shoot him a message. Say, hey, I need to paint this. I'm pretty sure he'll figure a way. I mean, I'd say paint my baby, but the wife might get pissed.
I sold 40 blade baits, so now I got to restock because I never really pushed that many, and the guy went nuts for them. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Then I think my next thing is going to be a couple, jig molds. I think it's going to be my next
real custom art jigs. I'm intrigued. I like that you brought up jig.
Just because I read so many of them.
I like that you brought up jigs though, because you finally have had your chance now, because they were featured in this month's box. The One Cast Fishing snagless jig. You've listened to me for months talking about how I've loved this jig. I've been catching some good fish on it. What have your thoughts been on it? I haven't been able to ask anybody else because nobody else really. Everybody's been kind of skeptical on it. I've been a fan.
So the first time I went out fishing, I had the football jig. It was a little different color. It was the kind of I don't remember the name. It was got a little like teal blue in it, kind of green pumpkinish, if I remember right. I did that, paired it up with the Jaw Tech wacky craw. Even in that blue, which was not the blue I'd typically throw, but I'm like, whatever. And it got smashed. Almost 3 casts in a row, 3 fish, and hooked up every single time. And if you look at this, so it's got the offset hook there, so your bait sits flush. No brush guard, nothing, so.
Yeah, it's I've been a huge fan. The only one I lost was Sunday, and you saw where I lost it. I think I literally drug it into the darkest crevice of a rock, and there unfortunately was no way of getting it out without being on the boat.
That is the one downside to a football-headed jig. Granted, they got other style ones. They got a flipping one,
and
they
got flipping one. But that's the thing, is I think I just literally drug that thing underneath the rock.
And the one I seen last night, a video of theirs, they got a punch rig now. That's a one-piece punch rig. So definitely gonna have to get some of that. Hopefully, we get them in a Hendrix box.
Not even that. I'm gonna leak a little something. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to leak it. I'm gonna leak it. Anybody listening to this, you guys get everything first anyway. So or you should be a Hendrix Elite member because you get all the good stuff first too, and you get a 20% discount. But one cast fishing jigs may be coming to the Hendrix site. I say may because I'm not 100% sure, but I may have heard some stuff. So if they
Make it happen.
Hendrix Fishing is going to be more than just a box, guys. Pretty soon it's going to be the one-stop all for your custom baits. It's going to be the Bass Pro Shop for custom bait makers. We just got to convince Jeremy to paint up some stuff and get him on the site, though, because I know you guys would love his stuff. But Jawtech's already on there. We've got Stretch and Lines throwing some stuff on. I mean, it's Hendrix is making some of his own baits, so you got the in-house brand. I mean, it's going to get real interesting springtime next year. That's all I got to say. That's why you better go buy some stuff now, because he is cleaning house and it's a huge discount going. It's Black Friday now. Like, go now.
Yeah. And I did. I ordered some stuff the other day, so.
Perfect. I'm glad you ordered some stuff. But blank-wise, what have you ordered? Because I'm going to put you on blast. Are we going to get a real custom art takeover come springtime?
I better start selling some lures to get my stock up. So.
Just saying. I would absolutely love a takeover from you. And I know a few other guys that would too.
It's possible.
What do you guys think? Anybody listening live, anybody watching later, drop it down in the comments below. Let us know. Would you like to see a real custom art takeover come springtime? And the reason I say spring is because that way you can get the box and go fish his baits right away versus having to wait all winter.
And what would you like? You know, what style? You know, what? Because this time Gavin wanted something different. So we went with the DT6 style bait, you know.
Well, I'm going to say right now, and I know a lot of guys, you can never have enough of them in your box anyways. I'd say you got to do a jerk bait as one of the baits. I think you do a lipless. Maybe you do like a square bill or an S crank, whichever style you like there. I know you have some issues with some blanks. I don't know what else you do. I'm trying to think. Because I know you've been running into some issues with blanks, and that's the hard part is some of the blanks have just been no bueno lately.
Well, they're just a lot of work. You got to sand the seams that are not smooth, and I tried to buy the high quality ones, but they're not always what they say they are. So it's a
price on
or it's a risk to take.
Going up too. It's just insane. Everything's getting expensive.
Hooks are hard to get sometimes. If not, they're not cheap. That's why I said, I'd love to do a takeover box, but we'll see where we are financially for that. Because I know there's not much to be made on them when it's all said and done. But there's time. We could probably figure something out.
There's a couple people already in chat that said no doubt they would love to see it happen. So we'll definitely have to keep hammering. Make sure you guys hammer, tag, message Tyler over at Hendrix Fishing. Say, hey, we want to take over, and let's try to make this happen. Or at the very least, let's just make a box where it's a good chunk of your baits, and then maybe some of the Hendrix soft plastics to go along with it. But, oh, man. So what are you excited for the rest of the month? Other than, I know you're getting mom taken care of. You probably are taking grandkids out trick-or-treating, I'm guessing. We're going costume shopping tomorrow to get you baby part-time a costume here. Mom wants to take him out, and then I guess we're doing a little trunk or treat over at the church. So
there you go. My plans this week, because I'm off, is get some stuff done around the house, winterize the house, get some things put away in the yard. You know what? It's nice, and
I was gonna
get out fish. Hopefully,
wet a line. But yes, get the honey-do list done first. Don't get in trouble.
So here's a question for you. knowing that we're going into a nice warm weekend,
Yep.
temperatures up near 80, and it's supposed to be really windy Sunday though, but with the water temps, I'm guessing, upper 40s,
Yep.
mid 50s, taking a shot.
Where are we
What are you
going?
throwing? Oh, I guess that makes a big difference
What are
too.
we talking? Are we
But
going over to? We're gonna head over to Flanagan. Or are we gonna? I'm telling people we going over to Flanagan. Are we gonna fish from shore trying to get a pike? And the reason I say fish from shore, if you guys don't know, I am absolutely pissed at Motor Guide, and that's gonna be a story for another time because I found out more information today from Bass Pro Shops. They are now also pissed at Motor Guide. So I have sold my Motor Guide officially. When they're done fixing it, the guy's picking it up, and I will be switching back to Minn Kota. So I am currently boatless. Well, I got a boat, but with the wind, it's not going to be fun. So we're going to be, at this point, I might as well just winterize the boat. So yeah, if we're fishing from shore and we're going to Flanagan, we're going after some pike and bass. Ooh, first cast. Give me a lipless. And color wise,
all
right
right,
now, give me. I mean, your bluegill was good, and I'm really tempted to say doing your bluegill again. But if we're at that lake, I know for a fact. Give me a craw color. I'm going craw color, whether it's actually a craw pattern, but just a craw, and a burnt orange, red craw color. I'm gonna throw a lipless. So either that or your bluegill again would be one of my first baits tied on. Second thing I'm gonna have rigged up, jerk bait. It's definitely time. I mean, there's never a wrong time to throw jerk bait, but if the bass are starting to spin, if the fish are starting to school up, jerk bait's gonna be perfect. A jig. I will have the football jig tied on. Trailer wise, I'm thinking predator. Not sure on what color yet. I might throw the red. I forget what they call it, but it's like a green pumpkin blue. I think they call it blue craw, which is perfect. I'm going to have a MEPS tied on because you always have to have a MEPS tied on. And it's going to be the red and white gold blade with the feather treble. Well, it's not feather, sorry. The hair treble because it's squirrel hair. And I don't think I'm going to have any finesse stuff. I don't think I'm going to have a drop shot. I don't think I'm going to have. I might bring. I think the only finesse thing is I might bring like a worm or something, like a Texas rig, a light Texas rig to throw around, like a little curly tail or something. What are you going with?
that's what I'm running through my head. If it's warm enough, I might try the Whopper Plopper again. Um, Thought maybe kind of like a speed glide or a little glide bait that I need to get used to throwing. Maybe this bullgill behind me. I don't know. Or we go big and go with the draw, but I can't see myself throwing an $80 bait.
If I had the boat for sure, I would have said that I'd be bringing the Trace by 6 cents. Because that's a bait I just want to throw some more, and I know I could get a pike to hit it. I just need to throw it more and work it. But from shore, definitely just going to stick with kind of what I said.
Yeah, fishing for pike, it would be kind of fun to throw in my trout glides, even though there's no trout in the waters. But I think I could fool one into munching.
Oh yeah. I will be bringing the dangle stick with a whip and swimmer, because if all else fails, go after some crappie or some bluegill.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't really fished for much this year. Last year we did a lot of crappie fishing and haven't really got busted out the ultralight. Maybe that's what I
If
do.
we decide to go have a little fun and go to a different lake, I know we have that new little lake that has some smaller smallmouth and some decent perch actually, which we can keep the perch, I believe, if I remember correctly, if they're a certain size. So if we get on a school of those, that'd be kind of fun. And if we go to the lake that we fished Sunday, which I'm okay with going back there. I think that'd be a fun one, or one of the other ones out that way. I think I'm still throwing lipless. I think that might be my first bait. No, still. Underspin, jerk bait, that's going to be a good runner up, but I think I'm still going to lipless. If I had my box, the spinner bait would get tied on, but my mailman's fishing my box.
It's a pretty good looking one too.
I know. It's like a bluegill bait fish. I don't know. It makes me cry.
I got it right here.
Somebody had to. Yeah, yep. A little bit of orange, blue, green. Oh, yep. Single blade. Just enough flash, just enough color to get noticed, but nothing too crazy to freak them out. I'll throw just a little bit of I'll throw a trailer hook on the back of it.
Even got the.
Oh, I forgot about the chatterbait. See, guys, that's a bait that I've caught some fish. I just need to remember to, like, it's good to throw. Because I got some chatterbaits. Ooh, I'm throwing everything. Look, I got 20 rods. Let's rig them all up. We're throwing everything.
Or we break out the jaw tag.
Hey, if the bite gets slow, could always chop one and put it on a. Is it a fluke style?
It's kind of fluke style. Just got a tapered tail and it's got a little notch in here. I think that helps for the action. It definitely has the signature smell.
Throw that on an underspin would be fun. That'd have a lot of flash.
Now that my fingers smell like this, good thing I'm having garlic bread tonight anyway. So
all right, we're going over to Jeremy's house, guys. He's got the garlic bread, and I'm gonna guess some sort of pasta.
I just can't get over this purple and this bait though here, the stick bait.
Now who's that from again? Is that PNW or?
Yeah.
And he did a really nice. It's a watermelon. Which what color flake did he put in there?
I would say it's almost green pumpkin, but
it's watermelon.
We had this argument the other night too.
Watermelon, and on one side, purple on the other side. And I think the reason you're saying green pumpkin is because you're seeing that translucence of the purple through it when you're looking dead on. If you do that side angle, you definitely see more of that. It's not as darkish brown color. It's a little.
So the purple side, translucent. The green side is solid color. It's opaque.
But it doesn't have that brown. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Green pumpkin has a little bit more of a dingy brownish to it. Watermelon is definitely more green. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm feeling confident in this answer right now.
Hold on. It's just summed it up because if you go to the sheet, is their bass candy 5-inch twitch stick. Pumpkin, great.
Okay. If the bait maker himself calls it green pumpkin, it is green pumpkin. All right.
The one we were discussing is kind of borderline. I was kind of with you after you talked me into
it. That's right. There was a different bait we were having this fight with.
Yeah.
Okay. Now hold that up to the stick though.
It's day and night difference now that I see them side by side.
Definitely more green, not as much brown.
Yeah. Let's see if I can green side to show.
There we go. Yep. It's close, but yeah, that's definitely more watermelon on the bigger bait.
I'm not mad at either one though. Both colors will get smacked.
Oh, most definitely. Great baits. I love that purple in there though. Quick shout out to PNW. I haven't fished his bait yet. How did that feel before I do this quick shout out to him? Is the bait feel good quality?
Feels good.
Does it have any stink to it? Give me a sniff. I need a sniff test.
Maybe a little scent.
Just a little oil or something, maybe.
I think it's got good action.
Okay. So
feels durable, but it's got a lot of play in it.
I just checked out his Instagram and his website. He is dropping some fire two-tone colors like that right there. in his new javelin bait where he uses a floating plastic. So that tail is going to have crazy action. So go check out PNW on Instagram. His color combos are about to be crazy. But also stay tuned because our boy Tyler over at Hendrix Fishing got a hydraulic press. Is that what it's called? Yeah, hydraulic press. There's going to be some combos as well. And yes, the bait that Jeremy's holding up, that's from Hooks Fishing. Show him some love. He definitely hooked us up fat during the fishing tournaments this year and came through on a box. I need somebody to catch a fish on his bait already. There's been fish caught from the box, but somebody needs to go take that bait out and catch a fish. Great color combo. Nailed what I was looking for. And the action's insane. We fished it already before in a different color.
And let's not forget this off-the-wall crankbait by Active Catch.
I almost did. I can't believe I forgot that. Ace, if you got the... Man, if you didn't get it, you should go pick one up. But he did a great bluegill. Nothing wrong with that blue. Very solid bluegill. But it's a salted crankbait.
It is.
The crazy part is, weren't you and I talking about this time last year about, hey, have you ever thought about putting scent on your crankbait? Because we always joke about, stinking up a soft plastic. We got some of that. What is it? I'm looking at the thing there. It's like, I don't know, Mad Fish. I don't know. It's some jelly stuff that you can spread on a soft plastic. We thought about, well, what if we threw it on a hard bait? And here it is, Active Catch coming out with a scented, salted crankbait.
I had never thought about the salt. Again, I don't know if I'll stick it in my tackle box, but...
Oh, it's going to get fished.
No, I mean, I'll use it, but alone, I don't know if I could with the salt.
Yeah, just to not ruin anything else in the box. You might have to put that in like a bag and then put it in the box kind of thing.
So, I don't know. I'm definitely going to fish this weekend and see how it holds up. And if that salt disappears on it, it's still a killer crankbait. That his paint jobs are off the wall.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. It's a great bait, and yes, the salt will come off eventually. So guys, don't throw that as a fit, because like Jeremy said, when the salt comes off, the bait is still gonna be a solid bait. But well, I'm not gonna tie you up too much longer. Sounds like you got some great dinner plans here tonight. Go spend time with the family. Tell Mama hi. Tell her the Hendrix family and fishing family love her. And guys, like we said earlier, please go to the site. Make a donation. Get a shirt. If you get a shirt, tag me, because I will put your name in a drawing for some baits. And we're going to hook you up fat. Buy some baits. Either way, you're going to help. Everything's going to go to a good cause. And like I said, I'm excited. End of the month. Hook up with Jeremy and his mom and give her a big old check from the Hendrix family. And if you were part of it, you're going to have fun with me as well. So any last words before we go and let the people get back to their dinner too?
Well, let's see those Hooked on Hendrix posts. Let's go.
Well, there you go, guys. Short, sweet, to the point. But as always, good luck on the water. And, well, hopefully I get to see you guys out there one day.